Charlie with his linguini charting. He loses sometimes, but hardly. He's BTC Charlie. But now he's GBP Charlie. It doesn't matter what he's charting. His trading is tough, but it's not all that bad with Charlie. He's got memes in the morning and more in the evening. It's Charlie. And when trading gets hard and support starts to lean, search Charlie. Charlie with his linguini charting. He loses sometimes, but hardly. He's BTC Charlie. But now he's GBP Charlie. It doesn't matter what he's charting. His trading is tough, but it's not all that bad with Charlie. He's got memes in the morning and more in the evening. It's Charlie. And when trading gets hard and support starts to lean, search Charlie.
Bonjour! How's everyone doing? Are you winning? We finally got some fucking volatility. Yes! Hello and good morning. Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you may be. Firstly, I'd like to apologise for baiting everybody with an airdrop tweet. I don't think I'm smart enough to collect everyone's responses or interactions of the tweet. Not yet, anyway. Maybe at one point. Good morning, Mr. Man. Good morning, John Tante. Good morning, The Thinking Chef. No beans airdrop? Actually, we can do that. We can do some beans giveaway. The best of British. The best that we have to offer. Bonjour, Charles. Bonjour, Pams93. Let's go. Has anyone been thoroughly enjoying this market? Wow, look at ARPA, literally round trip people on the 1 minute chart. Things we love to see. Not to sound like a bot, but how is your trading going? You game that round trip? Yeah, I mean, this has been... I've literally fucking waited all day for a move, and I've basically caught, like, 2%. That's it. That's been my week so far. That's been my literal week. A 2% move. Hooray. Rejoice. Charlie can retire. Hedge right now because of FOMC minutes. Man. There was a time and a place, ladies and gentlemen, some of you might remember it, where we didn't give a fuck about FOMC. We read white papers. And NFTs weren't really a thing. We call those the good old days. What time's the FOMC minutes, or has it already happened? Shows you how up to speed I am with these shitty events. I've been watching this mostly today, actually. With a little bit of spaghetti. I'm cheating on my favourite chart. Remember it well, FND. What was your first shitcoin, FND? Because everyone buys Bitcoin, everyone buys ETH, but what was your first shitcoin that you were like a community member of? I think mine was Smart Cash. Smart Cash for Africa. That was like my it's gonna be the next big thing type thing. It's the coin of the day. Your mic sounding different? It says it's the Yeti. Is that any better? I'm tip top, Mandalay. How are you, my friend? Yeah, coin of the day with John McAfee was fucking great. I put like a couple of Bitcoin, or maybe it was one and it ended up being two, in DGB on the day before that he sort of called it, and I was like, I'm gonna just yeet like everything I got, and I transferred everything to Bittrex, the old exchange, and just went fucking balls deep. What's up, Charlie? Hope you're well. Yeah, man. And BitConnect. I actually never got into BitConnect. Never. Never, ever, ever. It's a real shame. I mean, I love the meme. But, yeah. I did not, sadly, invest in BitConnect. So DGB when he pumped it? Yeah. So I remember being on the 1 minute chart learning what liquidity was. Basically, with like the candles, like it was a 1 minute chart, but the candle was just literally doing this. It was going like that in like 10, 20, 30% like range, and I was trying to exit, like just mark it. I was like, oh, I'll mark it in up here, and it was just like sold down here, and I'm like, what? I thought, and that is where I learned the difference between a market and a limit order in terms of actual result. Because everyone does that mental calculation, don't they, of, okay, well it's this, so I'm going to sell it for X, and then ends up being that, and you're like, what the fuck? Should do a BitConnect 2.0. Actually, I could do. I could do it with that airdrop engagement farmer tweet that I just did. That would be fantastic. So, what do we all think then, ladies and gentlemen? I've seen the standard view on the old twitter.com, which is what we're going to do. So we're going to perfectly come down, retest this, we're going to hold this, there's going to be no drama whatsoever, and then you're going to get a generational long entry. And we just carry on this market structure, and we just keep going. Hello, Crypto Guap. Is that what we're all here for? Are we all going to take the same trade? Is it going to be just really nice and easy like that? Sweet dreams. Nice. So everybody gets a lovely chance to buy at 25k, pretty much on the nose. And then we just send it. Probabilities. Yeah. I saw a take that I really liked today, which is, we've essentially spent however long this is. It's like watching a fucking Nando, isn't it? 69 days. Giggity giggity. In kind of this, you pull up if you like, deviation, blah blah blah. And people kind of think that, yeah, we're just going to have a couple of percent pullback. It's going to be nice, easy sailing around this area. And that's going to be it. That's going to be the trade. We just buy spot BTC, ride it into the sunset. Yes, because Maga said so. Oh, if Maga said so, then it's probably going to happen. I'd say chop all year. Do you know what? Like, the last few days, my bias towards volatility is basically gone. Like, you know, this has been pretty horrific. 69 days. Yeah, that's a meme-worthy or tweet-worthy meme, isn't it, really? So what you're saying is biggest bear trap of the year incoming? Yeah, they won't they won't shake me out. Either we front run or smash through. Yeah, I'm completely with you again, JB. Or Ege NJB, however you pronounce that. You know, I want to see some form of strength down here. But it's not looking good so far. Let's just delete this shit, shall we? We all know that meme 25k level. I don't even need to... Oh yeah, look. Extra thick line. Hold up price better. But, you know, realistically, is it just going to bounce from our big 1-4 meme level? Who knows? But if we start seeing some signs of strength, then I can get on board. One thing that I've been looking at, which... for you bears out there, 534, that's the standard calculation for this wonderful indicator, the Awesome Oscillator. And I tweeted it the other day, and it's really just a case of like when to be bearish, when to be bullish, when to be cautious, and when to be, you know, kind of aware of the context that you are operating in. And for me, like as an altcoin rotator predominantly, someone who wants to just trade these dogshit shitcoins that have high volatility, generally pretty low liquidity, especially at the moment, but you know, getting that hit of like 5-10% moves, etc., as opposed to trying to play BTC. You know, for me, the environment is pretty shit. And one of the things that I was looking at was this. So when the Awesome Oscillator crosses, and it kind of tells you what the environment is going to be like. So if you look at the last few cases, you know, this is probably the one time where it doesn't work, and yes, it's relatively arbitrary in terms of time and price and all that kind of wonderful stuff. But we've set our EMAs to be the same as this, and then if you start looking at it on the actual chart, you know, start a bull run, end a bull run, nice second bubble, lovely. That's the only one that's a bit shite and a bit odd, and then there again start. And okay, price kind of deviates around, but it's, you know, still didn't actually close below, and our Awesome Oscillator is intact. And now we are heading to that cross point. So if I do it like this, show both EMAs, and that's a free indicator, by the way, the source code is open, all that kind of stuff, so I can't scam you with Bybit ref links. You know, it is looking like it's coming in for a cross imminently. So it's a really simple high time frame indicator. For me personally, EMAs aren't the be all and end all. It's not a huge core part of my trading, right? I'm not like an EMA trader. I'm a momentum trader and I'm a beta trader. But EMAs are very good to just give you a very clean and quick view of the market, whether that's through a different visual representation like the Awesome Oscillator, or whether it's through EMAs themselves. And to me, this is just, you know, market in and of itself looks pretty weak in terms of this consolidation, kind of typical BART-esque pattern, ignoring this bit up here. You know, if we start retracing all of this, it's going to be fucking max pain. So for me personally, it's, you know, I would much rather be getting long, like, even just showing some form of strength, some form of actual demand. Like if you, I've closed AGA because it was doing my head in. Like if you listen to the tape a bit, and if you see, you know, spots start actually piling in, and you see a bit of volatility to the upside. I mean, let's look at the kind of volume candles. Like in terms of blue, it's basically only a couple, and you know, negative is pretty consistent. So like for me, there's just not much demand, either looking at the tape or looking at volume or any of that kind of stuff. There's just nothing. And looking at rotations, 99% of them have been shit today. The only one is, well, I'll let you guess what it is, shall I? Is Big ARPA, which I think Big Magus traded. But I did not. Because I was a pussy. After this move, I kind of left it off the radar, and then it started, and by the time I noticed, it was up here. And I thought that was it, to be honest. You know how I like my meme parabolas. But that was not the best drawn parabola. But that was kind of it, breaking it, and then I went for one more leg. Muted volatility, or leads to increased volatility. Yeah, it's kind of that compression before the move, isn't it? Tomo. Tomo was fucking hilarious. Because like a week ago, everyone was short Tomo from the highs, and it was the best short ever. And then you just get whatever day it was, you just get this fucking candle, which just nukes nukes the entire fucking Tomo shorters. And this is the thing, this is half the reason why I don't like longing I don't like shorting exceptionally strong shitcoins that are in, you know, pretty choppy. I don't want to be one of those people that says manipulated uptrend, but it's pretty fucking weird, isn't it? I haven't seen many vertical accumulation patterns like this in a while. F. That was just kind of dead now. Yeah. Yeah, potentially. The thing is I would much rather, like, I didn't want to short this, but shorting this when it's actually, let's just delete all this shit, shall we? See if we can meme our parabolas into it. Probably not. It's a bit sketchy. It's a bit sketchy. But this is what I mean about parabolic moves. I reckon that there's probably another move in this. See about buying, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I haven't looked at the flow or anything like that, but you know, it's the same pattern over and over again, right? Like, let's look at it structurally. And I'm quite simple when it comes to this kind of stuff. So if you want order flow and all that kind of magic juju, that's Magus's stream, which you should check out anyway. But you know, I prefer longing altcoins, and I would much rather long this for a few reasons. One, it's actually been reasonably strong beta. Generally, so Tomo, yeah, up here, up in terms of spaghetti. Two, strong up moves, weak down moves, right? Look at the time each of these kind of takes to play out. Like, even just tracing it, it feels dumb to do, but strong up move, weak kind of slow bleed down, and then just rips constantly. And if that's the behavior, if that's what it's doing, why do you want to be a part of this? Why don't you want to be a part of that? Do you know what I mean? Like, so if it pulls back, comes somewhere around mean parabola, and we can find some form of long entry on it, then maybe. But look how fucking illiquid it is. Look at this. Look at that. I mean, I guess it's spot, but still, what have we got? 7 million daily volume. Ah, perps a bit better. Still, fucking hell. Barbara is saying, yuck, I am eating. Did you see my SBF tweet? That'll put you off your dinner. That's a diet, that is. That's a diet in and of itself, the SBF diet. Just fucking look at that picture. I'll do two things for you. Kill your sex drive, and make you never want to eat again. I can link it in the chat if you really want to see it, boys and girls and theys and whoever else may be in the chat. One day I think I'm just going to load up a stream and say hello to all the different types of non-binaries and all that kind of wonderful stuff. Fairies, two solars. Liquid, deep and thin even for you on alts. Yeah, it's really difficult, like, to get any decent size without disrupting the market a little bit. Please, Link, are you sure about this? Are you sure? Because once you've seen it, you cannot unsee it. Don't say I didn't warn you, chat. Am I bullish on Rune long term? Well, I'm glad you asked, and I will donate that $100 afterwards. Yeah. Yeah, I am. I think the problem with Rune is that it's just been a little bit... Well, it's had a couple of cycles, so that's one thing. Let's have a peep at it, shall we? Because I will talk about Rune. Don't click, it's a scam. Yeah, I've just coded a contract to take your Bored Apes. But if any of you have got Bored Apes in the chat, let me know. So I can ban you. JK, bro, JK. Yeah, I mean, Rune's had pretty wondrous cycles, and the big problem with anything that's had cycles in the past, if you look at, and we talked about this a bit on last stream, right, is if you look at this behavior here, right, 2023, we had basically another bull run, yeah? And it might not have felt like a full-on bull run, but it was a little mini one, right? And it was bullish conditions, whether it was new entrants and hyper bullish like all this, no, absolutely not. But it was kind of long only, and look at the Rune chart. It's just not great. Yeah, the team still seem to be delivering and doing all that kind of wonderful stuff, but I'm not going to lie to you that you're going to have better returns generally with projects that haven't hit huge cycle highs. Like, it's very different if your project went from 500k market cap to 10 million, right? And you're like, oh, well, that's it, done. Well, if you think it can get to like a billion market cap and be up there with the big boys, there's still a fucking lot of juice there. Whereas something like Rune, you know, it's probably had its day in terms of exponential returns. Do I think it's a good project? Yes. Do I think that if we get something like this, you know, would I've still got a bag of it, by the way. But for newer people looking to purchase something and to hold it for a cyclical play, I think that it's had its moment. So, am I bullish on it? Yeah, I like it. I like the product. I think what the team have done is great. I think in terms of being able to just swap any asset cross-chain, you know, including Rune New Cardano. Oh god, don't tell me that. I haven't even looked at the ADA chart. I don't even have it. Where's ADA? I took it out of the dog shit going to zero section. No! This is the simulation we live in, boys and girls. The ADA chart is actually better than the Rune one. Fucking hell. Charles wins again. Too many bag holders with Rune? Yeah, that's kind of it. As if you actually get a proper hype cycle, you know. People like me have been holding it up from $20. You know, I held it from 30 cents to $20, some of it, and it's now going back to that 30 cents, you know. And if it goes to like $10 or something like that up here, then yeah, I'll probably dump it. Convex chart? What do you mean? With also kind of vertical, so if you had a coin that is a 10 million market cap, right, and it's done this, and it's had a huge run up to like 10 mil market cap, and it's come down and it's just bled out, and it's back, maybe even under these lows, and it's sat around 1 million or 2 million market cap, right? you're still bullish on that, like for me personally, that's great. Because what you see, if you go back to 2020, 2021, is you'll see a load of projects that had this in 2017-18, and on the chart, it looks like that. And then it did this. Now, will we ever get a 2020 or 2021 bull run again? Who knows? Probably not, is my honest answer. Honest guess. But, you know, that was a lot of the tokens that I held in 2017 that I bought on Trade Ogre. But yeah, I think there's two things. One, market cap isn't the be-all and end-all, right? We saw with PSYOP this week. So PSYOP went to what? 1 point something billion? You know, PSYOP literally went to PSYOP. Is this even the right one? Fuck knows. That's a garbage anyway. 21 we had QE, so I don't know if they're going to run like that. I think people... So that's not spamming me, it's not actually. It's not. It was actually my friend spamming me with a Safe Moon is trending tweet. I'm not even joking. There you go. Trending. Safe Moon, 4.1 million tweets. Only 0.0001% of boomers bought into Cardano. We're so early. Yeah, exactly. People's retirement fund in fucking Cardano. What's this shit? Don't mind me just eating a jelly baby, boys and girls. Get the energy levels high. Have I got any CS skins as investments? No. No, no, no. Absolutely not. The only reason that I've got CS skins at all is because someone kept having a go at me and calling me poor in the game. So I just bought a load of cases and spent the rest of the game opening them until I got a knife. Safe Moon was your first shitcoin buy, damn. God. That is brutal. Yeah, they have been printing money for a while. I think it was the, like my personal view on it is, it was a combination of things, right? It was, everyone's at home, Chinese virus, although I shouldn't really say that because they're going to be our overlord soon. People didn't really have much money to spend on, or any other things to spend money on, other than kind of crypto, big discovery phase of crypto. Lots of people got involved. It was probably that kind of, network effect. First load of people get rich from it, second load of people get rich from it, third load, fourth load, fifth load, and then actually kind of who have you got left to dump on after that? Like, is it really going to go much bigger than like the FTX stadiums and all the endorsements for celebrities, being seen on Super Bowl adverts and all that kind of crap? Like, is it really going to go much bigger than that? I don't really know what that kind of next wave of growth looks like. Right, Garlinghouse's final boss. Have I had any keyboard KFC recently? No, I've not. But the wife and daughter said I could have a gaming weekend this weekend, and now they're deciding to go away. So I've said I'll go with them, because I don't want to get FOMO. But I was going to treat myself to a KFC. So I'm a little bit like, I'm going to miss the KFC. Institutions coming. They're just coming slowly and buying tops. I think this recent run-up reminded us that the casino and greed nature of people will always be there. Yeah, of course it will, right? Right, let me ask every single one of you, right? There's almost 100 viewers in here. So why are you all still in crypto? What is it you want to achieve? What do you want from it? And how are you going to get there? Get a new revolver skin, you scrub. Wow. I know who that is. You'll have to treat me one. Treat me to one. Cabbage. Ungodly gains. Tell my boss to fuck off. Money, money, moolah, money, 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 cabbage. Yeah, classic. Come on then, let's have a look at Wild. Just for you, mate, I will. Change the world. There he is. Just messaged me on Steam. Damn right you know who it is. Yeah. So here's where I was selling Wild. Just point that out there. On my tax return, my accountant asked me what Wilder World was. Very proud of that. What is this? Morning, Grant Stevenson. How are you, my friend? I mean, it's kind of another one of those charts where I actually love Wilder World, and I love the project, genuinely. It was epic. Still is epic. And I honestly thought that if there was one of the kind of metaverse projects that was going to work out, it was going to be these guys. You were editing the Paragon vid. Hello, Lowen. How are you, my friend? We are talking shitcoins, Grant Stevenson. You know, from a chart perspective, pretty weak. No real strength, beta. You know, this kind of move is usually a fade, i.e. range, deviation, come back in, especially when there's no beta. But I know you have a big bag of it, so GJO subscriber Prime. Yes, thank you, GJO. I'm an official Twitch streamer now. That's it. 5 more subs and the bathtub comes out. I'm joking. Don't subscribe on the basis of bathtub entertainment. Not promised. Wokage. Who the fuck cares about money? I'm just here for the memes. What good meme do you, my friend? I love memes. That's like 90% of my Twitter content. I'd be fucked if I couldn't meme. If I was on a meme ban, I'd be absolutely screwed. Ah, see, Boomer Charlie's fucked the Twitch emotes. Wolf PACM has got him to the T, but all metaverse is weak. And yeah, so this is, I'm going to jump back massively. I'm going to jump back to this 3-day view, right? And we talked about the AO, we talked about all of this. And I'm not saying that I'm super bullish or super bearish at this point, but what I am saying is that volatility has been contracted, volatility on alts has been pretty shite. Alts for the past week have kind of been in a sort of slow bleed. Just down off these highs, you know, anything from OP. LDO had a nice little run, so I took a couple of days out last week, but all I did was I scalped LDO from basically here to maybe this high or maybe this high here. I basically, oh no, it was actually there. Yeah, it was that. So I basically scalped this, and by scalped I do mean I took more than one trade. You know, this is a couple of days. But yeah, they were my 2 trading days of just longing LDO. Lovely. It literally, if you mapped out the hours that I was at the PC, it was like perfect. It was like that move. That move. And that move. So basically LDO pumped when I was there to pump it. Maybe not quite like that. Yeah, it was lovely. Do I trade full time? This week, I meme full time, my friend. I've literally taken one trade in the last 2 days, which was literally for 2%. You look at R&D R4 hour? Yeah, of course, mate. But yeah, what I was saying is that I will jump onto that in a second. What I was saying on BTC, because I keep getting distracted, is that given all of those bits of information, given the fact that we are potentially crossing into a confirmed downtrend in terms of momentum, in terms of EMAs, blah blah blah, and given there's no decent narrative that I'm aware of, okay, so there may be one, but I'm not aware of it. There's the whole Hong Kong picking up a bid. We had the CFX pump. We've had ARPA move. Blah blah blah. But really, there's no clear narrative like in January we had LDO. We've had Metaverse before. We've had meme coins recently. All these kind of things. They've been really nice to play off, and they've been really evident in Spaghetti. So you've had a narrative, and your narrative coins have done this. They've come out really quick with a strong bid. So a narrative is just a stupid thought process and a story that we tell people, right? Just to buy our bags. But if you can see that on the chart, and you can see that actually these coins are continually performing stronger than the rest of the garbage, then a narrative is born in the bid. But yeah, weak market, absence of narrative, shit rotations. So yeah. Can we give a big shout out to Scarpa for eating absolutely horrible food? Yes, we can. And he claims it's because he's a student. Yeah. Question: why do you hate Magus, Charlie? I don't hate Magus. What are you on about? He's my business partner. I play games with him on occasion when he graces me with his American presence. I think Magus is probably the most underrated trader on crypto Twitter. Because he does a terrible job of shelling himself. I said overrated. What? Did I just say overrated? I said underrated. And if I said overrated, that's gonna get clipped and shipped to, isn't it? I'm nearly loading it up. You got me questioning myself now, mate. Thanks for that. He's too busy trading. I didn't dump on him. I didn't dump on him. I said he's the most underrated trader on crypto Twitter. And I genuinely think it's because he does a pretty bad job of shilling himself on there, which I probably do as well in terms of trading. I do okay in terms of memes. But, yeah, legitimately, very good trader. Hope my fake news causes some drama. Screenshot saved for future blackmail purposes. Tina Turner, oh no. Tina Turner's passed away at age 33. Oh no, man. Cheers, chat. Yeah, she was simply the best. That's one for the dads out there. When Rollbit collab? Hopefully imminently. When they offer to pay me, what should we call it, like 10k a week? I wonder how many Tina Turner coins will pop up. I'm just thinking of the memes, to be honest. 100k a month, yeah. Oh, I don't know. I actually think I'd probably do alright on Rollbit. A lifetime supply of baked beans. Yeah, and instant coffee. Baked beans and instant coffee, right? And then Maguchi. I'm getting DM'd by a new chair. Is it really that squeaky? Yeah, it's a bit, isn't it? Shorting Ike Inu. Oh my god. No, I mean, I want to try Robert, actually. I genuinely do. And that's not a shill, I've got no partner with them or anything like that. I've got a small bag of RLB because my thought process was, I actually saw Flood's tweet and bought some. If you subscribe to the notion that it's kind of predatory pricing and all that kind of wonderful stuff and the odds are stacked in their favour, then they've got a very good business model that has a very small chance of blowing up. You can question the ethics as much as you fucking like, but as most of you said earlier in the chat, you're here to make money. It's the same reason that people don't buy XRP sometimes, because it's a fucking scam and blah blah blah, XRP is dog shit and yada yada yada. But on occasions, XRP is the best coin to trade, despite the fact that it is utter dog shit. I'm trying to think when it was. Was it here? Or there was a period, maybe it was this here, when XRP was one of the only coins worth trading. I'm not here for money, I'm here for the friends. Ah, poor brah. I'll be a friend. NKN, thanks. Is that you, Tom? Yes, GJO. I don't know what I've done to the emotes. I'm on dark mode, so they've got a black background for me. You're here for the up or down? So NKN is probably just going to sit in this range forever. That's kind of it. This is where it lives now. It's just going to perpetually oscillate between 0.07 and 0.14. So we'll just call that a 100% range and be done with it. Just going to do this. How long have I been trading crypto? I have been buying crypto since 2017. I've been trading crypto probably since mid-2018. Basically, after my portfolio went like this, I took a load out, it went like that, and then I rode it back down like 70% or something, and then I cashed everything out. And then I was like, right, I'm going to start again. And I just scrapped it all, and I started again with an amount, and built it up from there. And that was when I started taking things seriously. Yeah, my first cycle was incredibly good in terms of return, but incredibly bad in terms of taking profit and all that kind of wonderful stuff. Been chatting with this girl, she wants to know what I do for a living. Haven't told her I'm a poor green frog on the interwebs. Have you met her? Or chatted to her? Is she not chatting to a green frog? Yeah, did Binance remove GBP withdrawals? Yeah, they did. They warned about it a while ago, but it's all done now. Has anyone got an alternative, actually? For Big Sullivan hedgers? You pretend to be human on WhatsApp. Nice. Nice roleplay, mate. Stargate, yeah, mate. I'll do some. We can have a peep at things. Stargate, it's actually on my list. Why is it on my list? It's got to be a liquid though, isn't it? I can just feel it. Oh no, it's actually moved reasonably well. Actually, in terms of invalidation, it's pretty fucking easy to see where you're wrong on this chart, isn't it? Like, I appreciate I'm just drawing meme levels at this point. Kappa was right. But yeah, if you get something like this, you know, easy enough place to take a long position. But like for me, it's kind of not a great place to be. I'd probably want to look into this a little bit more in terms of, you know, funding and all that memery and position. Deeply disappointed when I realized my favourite crypto Twitter personality is British. Oh dear. That is damn bad. About a month ago I turned $20 into $400 but kind of gave it back again. Yeah, I think that's the thing, is like the risk curve works both ways. If you are like taking risk on, you know, on an extreme basis, you can 20x your money, but equally you can go minus 80% in a single trade, whatever it might be. Polkadot? Yeah, I mean, I know that chart already. It looks like this. Boop. Yeah, I mean, Stargate's actually not too bad at all. Like, in terms of having a plan if we get another rotational play. But it's also that classic bouncing ball in terms of momentum. You know, very strong move up. And then just dying off, and then you usually see that kind of capitulation move and come back, I guess, to kind of these lows here. Thank you, Charlie, for your wisdoms. I mean, I don't want to take a trade here on Stargate, right? Whereas the two trades I would like is take the lows, come back, reclaim, show me some form of strength on Spaghetti, really easy stuff, and break your diagonal, which I've drawn really badly, but fuck it, you get the picture. And actually maybe we start having an up move. And then how bullish you want to be really depends on you. But again, like, it's just not the time for me to be picking up spot bags of stuff. Someone wanted DOT. They even have DOT. Yeah, see, this is really awkward. It's just fucking dead. Do you know what I mean? Like, momentum crosses on the weekly are just doing nothing. There's just nothing. Thoughts on Woo from an FA perspective? Seems reasonably good, but I've not dug into the fee structure or any of that kind of wonderful stuff. How long did it take you to build a strategy and establish a trading system? Still doing it, mate. Still doing it. No, it takes a while. I think the hardest thing isn't the strategy, actually. You know, I could sit and teach you the strategy in minutes. Probably not minutes. Maybe. But it's about the discipline. And that's probably something I've been really good at this week, is that I've had fuck all in terms of like actionable trading signals for me. And it's been painful sitting here watching it kind of play out. And, you know, the market just do this. And then the odd pop. And then just retrace. So I think that whole psychological piece, and especially when you're, you know, playing with sums of money that are reasonable. And by that I mean, you know, if you think about the real world context of the money that you're trading, then, you know, when you lose X amount of money, it's kind of like, oh, well, that would have been a nice something. A nice Twix or a bottle of wine or a tin of beans. That was not worth buying. Too much overhead supply and heavily downtrending. Yeah, and this is it. Like, it's not necessarily about the supply piece. Like, I don't really care about that too much because, you know, everyone's like, oh, there's an unlock, and then price just does that. Right? We've had very bullish unlocks at points in time. Very bullish unlocks. So, kind of trying to sort of front run and, you know, short something that's been doing this based on some unlocks or whatever. Maybe it trends to zero, but more than likely, you know, shorters have been getting a free ride forever. You'll probably just see a pop, and then you'll probably just see a fade at some point. Magic unlock earlier this year, yeah, Doc. Yeah, that's right. You know, fade the unlock, boys. Yeah, maybe not. Oh, you mean loads of bag holders above? Yeah. Could you please set the name of the oscillator you talked about at the beginning? Oh yes, so there's two things. One, there's an indicator, which is that, which is you literally type in there, and that's it. 2,000 people use it. Good lord. Okay. That's a good impact on the world. And then this one is just AO, or Awesome Oscillator, which is AO. Nope. Awesome Os. There you go. That one. And then all it is just change some colours. Still maintain you could buy spot anything in the current top 10 or 20 and make profit on pretty much every one of them if a new bull run hits. But that's holding and not trading. Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't think we're at a point where, you know, huge amounts of people are rushing in to buy things. I think this is more of a shift of, you know, people's positioning within the markets. And this is one proxy that I'm trying to use for that, which isn't slowing down anytime soon. So this is the total market cap of USDT, USDC, and BUSD. As you can see, that we are 22% down from the highs. So the way that I read this, and there are probably other ways of reading it, is the chips are leaving the casino. Because to get USDT or USDC or BUSD, they have them backed supposedly by one-to-one real assets. So if this is going down, the USDT, like the Tether ERC20 tokens, are being redeemed for real US dollars. And if they are being redeemed and money is leaving the market, then that means there are less people to buy our bags. What the fuck? You can sort by volume in TradingView lists? Yes, winter is coming, my friend. You can literally do that. And extended hours, which obviously, you know, you can do that as well. The description on there. Look at this. You come to Charlie Streams, you get all the sauce. All the sauce. Like, subscribe, comment, send me pictures of your teeth, because I'm British. In seriousness though, if you follow the stream, you get to hear Michael Saylor. I think. Does he still do that? That's actually not an engagement bait question. If someone follows the stream, do you guys hear Michael Saylor? It's actually not. I think I broke the alert box when I reconfigured Thingy. Yeah, I haven't heard Saylor in a while. I might have to go and I might have to sort that one out. The old notification settings and all that. Someone wanted Synapse again. It's just set at range lows, and it depends on your trading style. Like I prefer actually buying some form of strength. I don't want to just buy range lows. Yeah, Sailor's a really smart chap, right? He's not stupid, as much as like we all meme him and there is no second best, all that kind of stuff. He's not a dumbass, and you know, I think his high conviction long term bet is fairly reasonable. And not only is it fairly reasonable, but because he's basically got first mover advantage amongst everyone else, you know, it kind of sets him apart. Thank you. I actually, GJO has genuinely sent me a teeth pick. I'm so happy. Good God. People need to stop playing these dead coins just as you want to buy strong stocks, you want to buy strong alts. Yeah, well, I think that's my personal preference, right? Now, if you've got a particular proclivity towards Synapse because you think what they're doing is incredible, you think the team behind is strong, you think that the tech's going to change everything, you know, if you've got that kind of conviction and if you've got that thesis and you want to invest it on a much longer time frame than I am currently trading, then great, go for it. Real nice invalidation down here, real nice. You've actually got a tiny bit of strength in terms of it actually bouncing off the level that we've marked up, right? But that's not my approach and attitude, as I mentioned earlier with where Bitcoin is. Does your indicator XO give you a bull and bear signal based on AO's 0 level turnover? No, it does not. What it does is these are customizable, and if I reset them to default, it goes to 12 and 25. But the awesome oscillator, in and of itself, is a 5 and 34. So that's all it's doing there. And yeah, this is the thing that I always preach. So what time frame are we on? We're on the daily time frame for these coins, right? This. And then there is LDO. Let's take LDO. You know, which of those two that we just looked at look stronger? I'm hoping that you're all going to say LDO. You know, actually kind of want to see how LDO holds up. Or not, as the case may be. Delete from watch list the dead coins. Delete. I'm joking. But yeah, no, I should do really. Like anything with yeah, all of them. I've been looking at Ape for ages, and ironically, I haven't actually taken a position. But I think if we get any form of reasonable strength in the NFT market, Ape's going to be one of the easiest plays for, you know, just a kind of safe, swift move up to range highs, and then maybe a bit of a play beyond. It's kind of always at the back of my mind. Ape. Big Inge. I haven't actually looked at Inge for ages. Have you all been trading Pepe, by the way? It's actually been quite nice to trade. Many of the best stock traders buy into strength. Either stocks making new highs or coming out of basis. Yeah, that's it. And this is how you do a paid ape shill. Oh my god. I wish I was paid by Ape. No, I was, I'm not paid by Ape, unfortunately. Have I looked at CKB? Possibly at some point in time, my friend. Because it's on here. Ooh, spicy. mean, fairly reasonable attempt at breaking out of the range. But again, stick it on here. Oh dear. Probably don't need it on here. Ah, it's quite interesting actually. What this? Hmm. If you kind of squint your eyes a little bit, it's a bit like a wonky McDonald's. Not as good as my dual McDonald's meme, which I should probably frame actually. Have you looked to see? So, if you started from 0, would you trade with your own money, or would you also use leverage to boost the process? I would not use leverage, no. You've got McDonald's stock on your watch list for Buy the Dip? What, because they're going to employ everybody? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I mean, it's been pretty up only, hasn't it, since COVID? Lovely. This is what I mean, it's just strength. Okay, maybe not the best technical drawing of a trend line, but we'll forgive it. What I'm seeing, 27 minutes. Oof. What's the sticker? It's the ticker of stables, so it's literally USDT plus USDC plus BUSD. Do I follow the UK housing market, and have I got any thoughts? I don't follow it well enough to have an influential opinion, is probably the way I would put it, or one that you should take too seriously. But I am the UK housing market now. I am not. My view is that, so my background is accounting and finance. So if you just told your girlfriend your name's Charlie and you're a Twitch streamer, legend. We just talk about shitcoins. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all it's going to be today. I think it's going to be not a shit show, but it's slowing down. It's particularly slowing down at the top end of the market. There's not many new buyers. You know, if you think about it from a cash flow perspective, like, you had these assets that you could buy, granted at inflated prices, but at a 0% interest rate or a 2 to 3% interest rate on your mortgage, right? So you could basically get a huge bang for your buck. So if you were earning 30, 40, 50 grand a year, you could get a mortgage that is probably way more than you should be able to. So that meant that you could buy a better house than you were able to 5 years ago, purely because of mortgage rates going down, and everyone has kind of overextended at the bottom of the oscillation, right? Because everything just works like this, right? You know, interest rates are low, inflation goes up. Interest rates are high, inflation goes down. But house prices are like the inverse of that. So house prices are at their peak when the UK government were suggesting that everyone gets on the housing ladder, and now house prices are going to go like that, so everyone's in negative equity, and then, you know, peak time to buy in terms of shift from cash to housing is going to be down here somewhere, and if I had to guess, I'd say we're kind of there. So we've probably got quite a pullback to come, but fuck knows. Fuck knows, in actuality. And that's because of the lead times of mortgages, which are typically 2 to 5 years. So, you know, you think of this happening, well, where are we at now? 2 years ago? So yeah. That's my take. Hot take on housing market. Am I a fan of buying 50 RSI retest on the daily? If it's confluent with other factors, yes. But to me, it's such a kind of, how do I put it? In isolation, no. You know, I'm not just going to buy it because it's hit 50. Right, hit 50, buy, no. But I will use it as part of my thought process. Charlie, is there any merits to get a degree in finance if I'm already profitable as a trader? No. Unless you want a career to fall back on. And if I were you, I would pick something far more interesting than finance. How do I organise my watch list? It's been a bit messy this week because I've actually been just trying to wait for beta to come through. And I was late with ARPA because I woke up about here, as I mentioned earlier, and then kind of failed to get on board and didn't want to get on board up here. But generally, the way I do it is Bitcoin and ETH and just a couple of charts just so I can flick through and have different musings on different ones, ETH BTC, etc., and just thoughts around ETH and ETH BTC. Bit of traditional, which not looking good, bruv. Dollar looks exceptionally strong. You know, it's just that kind of continual move up. This low held really well. Maybe see as high as 105 and then kind of see what happens. US top 100 broken out, or NAS strong. And then what I try and do is have coins that I'm interested in here. And what I typically do is have long and short sort of signals, not signals necessarily, but I do this. So I'll be like, right, well, I want a short Doge, and I want a long Pepe, and LDO, I'm not sure, because what I want to do is see how it interacts with this level here. You know, this very clean high time frame pivot, which basically gave me the go signal there. Probably going to study trading at uni. Jules, picked up some Jules in case people come back to Avalanche, those other games launching on it. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's necessarily dead, but one of the big problems, obviously, and I don't know how they have or haven't been developing, is if I was a founder of a project that did, you know, well over 2 billion, and you know, would my heart and soul still be in it? I don't know. It depends on the project, and it depends on the person and people and team behind it, all that kind of wonderful stuff. Go study trading at uni. I don't know. It's entirely obviously up to you, your own risk appetite and all that kind of wonderful stuff. I think trading is better learnt by like doing, and my personal risk appetite, you know, I was quite lucky to have a bit of capital behind me and stuff to start with, would be, you know, basing your entire future career on it is quite a big gamble. I was very lucky that, yeah, even now if I wanted to, I've still got all my old stuff that I could just fly off to. So kind of putting all your eggs in one basket, I don't know. When I add new coins to my spaghetti. So there's this, which is the, I'll put it in the chat before someone asks. There's this, which is really handy. There's a little bit of Twitter, what's going on. There's a little bit of thought process around things like, you know, if Blur's becoming a big thing, is Ape going to come back on the watch list, or other NFTs going to come back on the watch list? Like, what coins could catch a bid off the back of other things? You know, Pepe was on the rise. What did I buy? I bought something called Pepo, which was, you know, a derivative of Pepe. And that flow, I think I got like 50x out of it or something stupid. No, I didn't show it on the timeline. No, I'm not showing it to you now. You know, look at what's happened to these beautiful, beautiful meme coins. But, you know, what could this drive? And if this is the only strong coin out there, let's do it now. Let's see what this is. It's actually why I asked you what the fuck is whatever this. What the fuck is this? Like, why is that one of the only, you know, high, well, double-digit greens on the day? And it's probably because it's in a liquid shitcoin that someone requested. Yeah, yeah, lovely, lovely. But it's starting to think in those terms of like, and you can also go, you know, Binance Perps, look at everything. What's strong? Bell, what's this? Actually doesn't look particularly unreasonable. You know, start looking at, okay, well maybe if we get some dips, I can actually get on board. Let's have a peep. Oh, that's a bit choppy, isn't it? Yeah, maybe I can build. That kind of fucks that theory, doesn't it? So, if we get something like this, rejection, buff, long, invalidation below here, close above here, invalidation there, and just kind of play into next leg up and literally build up and try and play a breakout trade on Big Bell. Obviously, if there is actually. So yeah, that's kind of part of the thought process. And obviously ARPA was incredible, but I kind of cocked that a little bit. Any advice on how to stomach up sizing after being consistent with smaller accounts? So you're consistently profitable over a period of time. I think it's just, I mean, well, there's probably two bits. So one is I'll regale you with a story, which is when I hit a number in my portfolio and I had this magic number and my trading balance just literally went like this, and I basically couldn't really move out because I was so, every trade I took, I was so worried about having that number, and I had to take kind of 2 steps back and I had to just size down and I had to just go, right, get this number off my screen, number one, move it to a sub account. That was moved over there. So we've got a nice new number here and it was a lot smaller, and I was just trading with that balance. And to be honest, if that balance went up or down or whatever, and then it just started doing this and I started getting my groove back, and when that happened, I was like, okay, well I can transfer some of this back, we kind of compound, and actually that's how I built it back up in terms of like confidence and sizing around a particular number. But then the opposite of when you're trying to size up initially, and like let's say you're a reasonably small portfolio size that doesn't make too much difference to you. Like, it's just about, if you've got the confidence and you know you're profitable because you've been journaling it for X months, you've got hundreds of data points, blah, 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 and you're confident in your abilities to execute, then it's really just time. You've just got to do it. You'll start thinking about it in terms of percentages and expected probabilities, and think about it over a period of months, not a period of days. Oh my god. Just found out about Rob Harris. Okay, I'm not going to read that out loud. Yeah, I'll speak to you later, Grand. Watch some microstructure lectures. Nice. Your private trading account won't grow. Now, don't get me wrong, right? Nobody has an account like that unless they're trying to show you something. It's going to be, like this. At an absolute best. At least that's what most of my equity curves look like when they're in a strong uptrend. And the problem that most people do is they do this, and they fuck it up, and it looks like that classic return to normal type thing because they get so overconfident up here. Right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, wonderful people in the chat. I am going to play some Overwatch, I think. Never blow up your account? Yeah, I mean, that's great. Like, genuinely, like, so many people get fucking wrecked. Do I ever play VR games, Charlie? No, I do not. I do not. I'm too fucking lazy. I'm sat here in a chair that squeaks, eating... What am I eating? Haribo Super Mix, party size. Fucking party size. Jesus. I'm just reading how much my daily allowance is in terms of, like, sugars. Yeah, I should basically be dead. I'm literally the South Park meme. I'm not actually, I'm pretty thin, considering the amount of shit I eat. I mean, I do have C cups, but I'm very lean build. Very lean. Hope me, yeah, about the training, Grant Stevenson. About that. Yeah, about the exercise bit. Right. I don't really know what to say. I think let's go back to the watch list. I think the personal plays for me are pretty obvious, right? I'll leave you with my kind of thought process and how I'm looking at the markets, right? So if we start seeing some form of strength, even if it's just something like this, I'll probably play a little rotation down here on BTC and whatever is moving. Oh, there we go. LDO, lovely. So I'm gonna miss it because it's literally happening. Motherfucker. I am looking at higher time frame. LDO again. I think that this is a really interesting area in terms of high time frame context. So, you know, if it closes like this, kind of looks like horseshit. If it closes above here, looks good. What else? Pepe and meme coins. I still have a couple of bags of meme coins, and I do think there are on-chain opportunities available still. I think there always are, though. So I think even in the depths of the bear market, you had shit coins that went from 100k market cap to 5 million, and all that kind of wonderful stuff. They went from 100k to 5k and then to 0 as well. But it's a real dangerous game, and you know, put in what you can afford to lose would be my advice in the meme coin game, because honestly, it's such a fucking casino out there. S&P be wildin'. Look at this. Let's go. What do I think about Mong? I haven't got any real thoughts on Mong, my friend. Yes, if you've enjoyed the stream, you've loved the content, thank you very much. GJO for the Prime subscription. You're an absolute Chad. You get access to my private Discord where I share memes and alpha and all that kind of wonderful stuff, and play games, obviously. ARPA. Yeah, ARPA's off. Whee! Yeah, I might have to scalp some ARPA. Low time frame as well. Fucking hell. Look at that. Crazy shit.
With YouTube Premium, you can
With YouTube Premium. And on that bombshell. Yes, thank you all, guys. If you've got any questions, like as much as I meme about stuff, my DMs are genuinely open, and if you don't start it like a bot, I'll probably answer. If you don't send me a link or ask me to buy your shitcoin, then I'm pretty reasonable. Where's that 10x meme coin you said you were meant to the stream? Yeah, this is the thing, is I go to prison if I talk about if I talk about meme coins and any kind of promise of future return. And like I said, meme coins are a 100% gamble. But some of them do very well. So, if you want to specialise in that area, then start talking to people. Yes, thank you all for being here. I do appreciate it. We'll come back to market next week. I'm being a bit more aggressive in terms of trading. Yeah, Sol's another one losing this level. Again, reclaim it. Really easy trade, especially if you've got some form of strength on low time frame. Yeah, LDO, Harper, Pepe. Three charts that are well worth keeping an eye on. And on that bombshell, I will love you and leave you. Thank you all for being here, and I will zone out with the wonderful Charlie song.
He's BTC Charlie with his linguini charting. He loses sometimes, but hardly. He's BTC Charlie. But now he's GBP Charlie. It doesn't matter what he's charting. His trading is tough, but it's not all that bad with Charlie. He's got memes in the morning and more in the evening. It's Charlie. And when trading gets hard and support starts to lean, search Charlie.